Well, buenos dias, everybody. Hope y'all are doing delicious and dank. Let's get my rings off real quick. See if I can get my chat going up here, so I can check some stuff real quick. Let's get a. I don't want to hear my voice, por favor. Let's pop out some chat real quick so I can come back here and keep an eye on stuff. Let's put that over there. Let's get that up there. Okay, so today we're going to go through and build a Lego case live. I want to post this on the Reddit real quick, and then we'll get started there. So, first off, the goal is to, first computer case we did at Legos is sitting right here. We're planning to completely demolish it, completely do a redo of it, and make one that's better. I know one of the biggest issues we had last time was that the GPU or the power supply didn't have enough airflow at the time. What's up, Mike and Nugan? How's it going, fam? But that was one of the biggest things that we had at the moment. So I'm going to go real quick, post to Reddit. Let's see. Building a PC case out Legos live. Let's see if I can find my nice little text so I can post this to the Reddit. Let's see, just trying to finish up that, and then I'm gonna just finish post wrapping this up real quick, and then okay, should be good there. Let me just put the community add flare post. Okay, so welcome everybody. Even with alts, I'm not using Discord alt. Well, even with alts, I think someone banned me somehow. Talking to Discord devs. Oh, Gat. Okay, I will. For safety reasons, I'm gonna real quick go through. Thank you. I'm gonna go real quick. Actually, remove you. Like, it's not permanent or something. I'm just actually gonna go through and remove you just for safety reasons. Just cause that way I don't have to worry. I'm not like removing it permanently. We were really getting like concerned though. I'm just going to go remove everything. That way, in case like your account is banned or something, or like is hacked. That's what I'm afraid of. You're not. This is not permanent or anything. I just don't want to make sure that. Thank you for telling me. I'm glad I streamed actually. Dude. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna remove it. Just you're not demoted, anything like that. I just want to make sure that you're good, and because that'd be really bad. I appreciate you telling me, and I appreciate you for helping. I can do it. So, main goal of the day is to make sure everything's looking good. I wish I had the. Let's see if I can get this a little bit updated. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Sorry about the mess. This is a box having everything in it. I might actually go grab my phone so I can go check everything in a couple of seconds. But basically, we're going through today, and we're gonna go through and build a nice, good-looking Lego PC case. That's the goal right here. So let's get into it. So first of all, this is the original build right here, the original version. Yeah, honestly, so I will pass the message along. So the main goal is today we're trying to rebuild this, and there went half that part. Oh well. So the point is, this is what we're starting with. This was the original one right here. We had all the parts sitting here. As you can tell right there, it was not that stable. But the reason why I have it here is because all the different Lego pieces we're going to use again. Because obviously I don't have unlimited amount of Legos. And the second thing is because it's really good practical use. So let's get into it. So the first bit I want to go over is how we're going to fit everything in here. So it looks like from the quick analysis real quick that we can fit the motherboard perfectly on the motherboard perfectly goes onto the Lego base plate that we got here. So that's basically what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about putting some I don't know, some bits or something to hold the motherboard down, but to support it high enough. Because I'm thinking about having this like a cube, kind of like a solid cube that has the graphics card somewhere else and stuff. Because my main thing is I don't want to, as you can tell here, we might have to actually raise the motherboard up a little bit to get the graphics card to sit right. So let's see what else we got here. But thank you for everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry I was doing this a little bit late. I was planning on doing this earlier today, but it just appears to be what's happened today. So I'm gonna go real quick, go through and grab the Lego pieces. I'm thinking, let me see if I can zoom in for this for you guys in a second. Let's see if I got that. So let's see if we got here. So is this as low as it goes? No way. It's gotta go lower. Okay, so I'll just do this in. So the motherboards come with these lovely little holes right here. As you can see them right there, there's little holes that are all on the motherboard. Basically, the main idea of the goal is we're going to try getting some Lego pieces to go sit on the back, the base plate, and go through the motherboard onto the and then support higher up stuff. So basically what I want to do is I want to get this motherboard a little bit off the ground first, and that way we can have some room for the graphics card to sit right as well. So let me go see if I can zoom out a little bit as well, and let's get into it. So trying to figure out if this is the best or the worst idea ever. Well, the funny thing is, we've already done this, and I don't mean to, we've already done this before. The first time it actually worked better than the case it was in previously, because that's because we put one of these case fans on the top right above here, and it actually ended up boosting it well. But I've got two case fans. I'm going to really quick refit them. You can watch if you're interested. And of course, if you I appreciate the subscriptions. We're starting off channel, but this is the kind of stuff I like to do. And hey, it's not your stuff. You can at least watch it. This will also be a video if you don't want to stick around to the end. I'll time lapse it and everything. This is the second version of this Lego case we're making. I'm going to go see if I can find some pieces to go through here. But the point of this is, basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a case that's fully functioning. It works the same, but obviously does its job. So here's an example real quick of some pieces I was thinking about doing. So see how well I can get you guys an example of this. So this is basically like, I don't know, an average Lego piece right here. It's just something to go through. I have an idea for a PC. Get an old fridge and use the cooling loop on the fridge to cool the PC. Like a fridge from the side or or something. That's a good idea, honestly. That's a good idea. So I'm just going to go through. It looks like that doesn't fit. But my main goal is I'm just trying to figure out what we can use to support the PC, to support this, because I want to get it off the base plate. So basically the point of this is I'm just going to go through, see if I can have any pieces that will be really good to hold it up, to do its job, keep it up off the ground, etc. This is the lovely part where you have to spend much time looking. So I might go end up, here's what I was looking for. Here's one of them at least. So I'm going to go see if I can find a piece. So basically what the point is, we're going to try going through, and this is a regular, just a single little Lego piece that has a single stud on the bottom. Basically what we're trying to do is get it so that this will go through the motherboard and then just sit wherever we want it, and then we can put like a piece on the top that keeps it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Obviously, right now it's only one, and obviously this would not be what I'd recommend if you were trying to make this for something that would stay around. But this will be good if we're trying to just keep it so that we can build on top of it and such. So that's what we're going for here. Now, obviously, if you're new to the channel, this is kind of something we did previously and got a lot of hits, so I'm doing it again. But I thought it was kind of cool, and I think it's really interesting to see as well. So let's see. So we've got the Lego stuff. I'm gonna go see if I can find some more pieces. Let me see if I can go check my bins real quick. I'm just trying to see if I can find some stuff that has enough support in it, I guess. Is that what I'm looking for? Basically just find some pieces that will support the motherboard up. So I'm just gonna find some stuff real quick. Lots of junk that I really don't need in here. Yeah, I don't need chair pieces. There we go. So, here we go. So we've got some, these happen to be clear. These happen to be clear pieces, but they'll work. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fit them through the motherboard, line them up on the motherboard where I feel that they are most needed. I feel like one should be in the middle more than anything else. One on this side. I feel like one should be down here. And I wish there was a stud right there. I think we're going to go for, let's see if I can put that right there. And then put the final one down in the corner here. So now I'm going to put this up here real quick so I can put this down, and then we'll start building the case. So there we go. So let me make sure you guys can see that perfectly. So that's some crazy. Wait, Legos go through screw holes? Some crazy technology. Well, I happen to have the Legos to go through the screw holes, which is a good thing. So, I'm just trying to make sure they're in there good. And it looks like they even line up a little bit. So, it's the best part about it. Okay. So, there you go. Looks like the Legos kind of fit through the screw holes. I wouldn't say that much to go on the limb and say that, you know, they would be perfect. But the good news is, I'm trying to get it so that we can get at least some like some air, this off the ground a little bit, because I plan on putting another platform up here that will basically serve as the spot where they, you know, hold the graphics card in, because the graphics card's got to get off the ground, because as it is, you can't have a graphics card like just chilling out because it won't sit properly. So we need to get the motherboard higher up off the base plate. That's what we're trying to go for. We have oh boy, this is why we have people like poop emoji, iPhone, and Legos. They go through PC screw holes. Yeah, there's a lot of individual things that you could argue that would, I don't know, say that. So we got some of that. I'm going to see right now if I can find something that can hold this down a little bit, because my next plan is to figure out how exactly I want to make it so that we can get, I'm trying to figure out how to build this next platform on here. So you got the base plate, you got it so that the motherboard really doesn't move a whole lot. I mean, it's pretty safe in there and stuff. I don't necessarily want to, you know, just leave it out there. Because I want to start building something else on here, and I'm hoping I can build off these studs or something like that to go through. But let's see if we can go work underneath it first and get the base for the motherboard to go on. So point being, let's build some stuff real quick. So I want to put the motherboard back over here real quick, and let's actually start building like a base plate for this. So if you go in his room, probably. Oh yeah, my brother just probably got home. So anyway, so basically we're going to start by building the like supporting bracket that's going to go push the motherboard up and allow the graphics card to sit properly, and then we can brace it into place. So I'm thinking to start off, let's just take some of the red Legos, because I'm trying to use at least single colors to represent different things. So the red is basically going to be like the brace. Look in the bottom left. Oh, let's see, what do we, oh yeah, we got Amazon Prime. I give you good luck. That box got completely, I have to watch out because a lot of the boxes have my address on here, and that one has it scribbled out, and I'm not worried about it, but there's one that's sitting underneath the camera right now, so that one I'd be concerned about. So, point of the being is, let's see, which way do we want to set up the case real quick? I'm thinking we'll set it like this, and I'm thinking one brick can go up here. Let's see where we get another brick. I'm thinking, just trying to line this up real quick. I think another brick will go right. I think we need to move it over one. There we go. There's that. Let's get one underneath here. And I think we might need one in the top corner at this point. Yep, we're only one in the top corner. Okay. The thing about these boards is that sometimes they don't actually include, like, you know, enough support back there. But I'm gonna go put another brick just down here. Now, obviously, you're like, oh great, this is an extremely good Lego PC. If I could rate your channel, I'll give you a 10 out of 10. PS, you inspire me to build my own gaming PC. Yo, bro, dude, honestly, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That's kind of the stuff. I do this for fun. I stopped doing my other channel because this was more fun for me than doing. I was accommodating for the back plate on the motherboard, but I do this because it's fun for me, and I hope someday that I can, you know, do like competitive modding and stuff. Would be awesome. Okay, now we can actually start mounting stuff on here. So the reason why I actually wanted to expand out a bit as well, and there you go, you got the first like screw hole on there as well. Let me see if I can find a good spot to go through and get the screw hole in there. I think I can actually do that one as well. So that one goes right there, and then that should fit perfectly. Look at that, look at that. We're going we're getting the screws down here as well that will hopefully keep the motherboard in place. As you can see, there's one right in the corner right there. There's another one down there, and I'm going to put something on top to keep it in place as well. But just to make sure that the motherboard over here is also secured in. Oh yeah, so it's starting to get real secure, you could argue. So that's not really going to go anywhere. Now the good thing about moving it out of block is, or moving it up, is first of all, number one, now the graphics card will sit right, so you can put the graphics card in and have no issue. There's a fully sitting graphics card, no issues. So that's good. We got something to keep the graphics card off the ground that will actually sit right. I don't even got Fortnite on me right now, dude. I don't have it on this computer at the moment. So there you go. So we've got a nice, you can take a nice look at that real quick. So that's the, like, we've got it off the ground a little bit, and we've got it secured so that this so I'm going to take the graphics card off because the graphics card I don't trust. But basically, we got it secure enough where you can kind of like tilt it to the sideways and the motherboard doesn't fall off. So, I mean, we got screws kind of going through there. I'm going to see if I can find something to put on top of these to keep it stuck in there. But now I'm actually going to go through and start taking apart a little bit. The Z-wings start getting up a little higher to figure out where we're going to start building the, I'm thinking expanding out this a little bit so that we can, or building it up a little bit so we can have another layer. Because my main goal right now is I'm not really concerned about making this look good. I want to make sure that it fits everything first, and then we can go back through and see if we can get some looks. I'm more concerned about that. How do I pay for the PC parts? Oh, this is the I reuse stuff, so recycle everything. So this I actually like keep an eye out. So this is a $10 graphics card I got. It's 2 gigabytes. It's a GTX 660, and it was $10 I got at a yard sale. Apologize. I should have some water. But and then everything else was $75. I got like 3 months back, and I've used, this is the same parts that I used for the toothpaste PC kind of thing, toothpaste, thermal paste, things like that. I've used all this stuff, just reused it. I use the same set of parts pretty much for everything, because parts, especially when you're doing experiments like this, things like that, they really don't matter if they're really nice. Obviously, I don't feel comfortable experimenting on my own computer, I guess. So that's what we're gonna go for here. So next thing we can do is, I'm actually going to go see if I can go build around. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So I can get you guys over. Why do I feel like this is... Let's see if I can get you guys a little bit of zoom on here. I feel like that's a little... So there you go. So that will give you guys a little bit better zoom of what we're working on there. So sorry about that. I think a new wall is next. Okay, let's clear everything out so you can have a nice little clear view. Okay, so here's what we're looking at here. I'll move everything over so nice clear view. So there you go. Got the Lego case. So I'm just gonna move this over here. Actually, I might have to go run down and grab some water as well. Okay, so the next thing is I'm thinking about expanding out a little couple side platforms and such to keep it off the ground. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach. I'm thinking about putting this on the side, or going through. You can chain a bunch of those together to get super fast graphics. Yes and no. Yes, in the fact that when you do something like a SLI, it does end up sometimes working out for the benefit. But when you're playing games that only support a single graphics card, that's not where you want to do. That's not what you want to do right there. So, point being, that's just not what you want to try to go for. So, let's get into it. I'm going to have to go grab some water, and because I'm a little sick at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through and just start expanding out the kind of base starting area that we got, and trying to make it so that we got a little bit more, how do I put this? A little bit more area to work off of. So, let's see what we got here. So, just kind of slowly go through. And some of the parts, spots I did have the... I probably could have been better off in this corner piece by just putting a single blue one. Okay, there we go. Actually, this is just gotta... thing about this is, by the end of this, we're gonna be out of Legos just like last time. But I mean, hey, it's a good thing to go for. Okay, so we've got a good kind of starting foundation. So, looks like we're ready to get started. I'm going to go through and start building off the ground a little bit. Say hi to my bro. I will tell my bro you said hi, fam. Okay. So the biggest thing for me is I'm going to try and build off of as much as I can of what I already have. I'm not going to try expanding it a whole bunch. So the ideal plan is to get this high enough to have the second platform up here without having to worry about, because the first thing is we're just going to worry about platform wise, getting a second platform up here to put the second set of parts, and then we'll worry about everything else getting, I don't know, the, oh boy, lots of different individual things that we might want to have. So I'm going to put some more stuff, some more bricks back behind here just to keep it supported. Okay, so there you go. So I'm going to go through and see if I can find some different various things. So there we go, some stuff. Okay, so point is now we've got to try and connect stuff, I guess, because we're trying to, I don't know how I want to do this, because I do still have the platform over here, but I'm not sure if I want to, no, there went that. So I've got a big bunch of pieces and stuff, so see what we can go through. The loaf of one graphics card to all of them, or is that possible? Well, see, as games, that's decided by the game pretty much, and so when a game decides I don't want to do that, that's pretty much where you run into those issues. So I want to see if I can line it up at the top of this so I get that support, but I feel like that's just going to cause the overheating, and I'm really trying to avoid that. So I know we could have always had it so that that's what I want to ideally do. Cord cables aside, which I really am going to need water soon, so fair warning, is do this where you have the, I don't know, the second board up here, and then we build off of that. But the problem also with that is that we need to have the graphics card in here, and the graphics card needs to go over here. Are you gonna add the aesthetics to the case? Different brick patterns? Yeah, man. So the biggest thing for this is I'm actually just gonna try going through and getting everything fit in the case, because the biggest issue last time was I just at the end started piling stuff into the case and I really didn't plan it out. So the ideal goal is everything will have I have lots of room. I'm just trying to build a frame, I guess, or bare bones to this, because I'm just trying to accommodate for, first of all, the graphics card offset, make sure that the fans have plenty of airflow, things like that. I also have some different holes that I can actually move the screws that I've got, or not screws, Lego pieces that come through the motherboard to hold it in place. So yeah, I'm working on it. This will actually be a video. If you're not interested in watching the whole thing, we'll actually be turning this into a video that we're going to go through, and I'll post it on the channel as well, like I did the last Lego case. This is the second version. The first version, you can check that out, but that was not really good because it actually blocked the power supply, and so I was afraid it was going to overheat, so we have to rebuild it. That was kind of the end of that case. So basically what the point is, let's see, so that's that side. Obviously you're like, well, look, you got 3 bricks on the thing, but that's the big thing is I'm thinking about making it so that we maybe build this up here, or maybe do it a little bit higher, so that way it just has airflow coming through here, because this GPU needs a little bit airflow, and that's kind of important, just so that the GPU has airflow. But there we go. I'm gonna see if I can go through and work on the next part. So see if I can find some of these different parts real quick just to line it up. So it looks like we might that I'm just trying to get everything equal height first before we start moving on with the rest of things. Okay. Actually, I might just move this and put this right there. Okay. So I'm really debating whether or not I want to have the power supply on the bottom and then have everything on top, or have the power supply, because I'm really trying to think of how I want to do this, because putting the motherboard, we've got a good spot where we want to put the motherboard. I've got the general gist. I'm trying to think, first of all, we gotta get the power supply out. Maybe see if I can get the hard drive and power supply out. Oh, the specs, anything special? Oh no, this is So everything you see here is like pretty much for 75 bucks. I got this at a recycle store. It's got like Windows 7 on it. It's like an i5, 2 gigabytes of video RAM, pretty much equivalent of a 1050. It's not that special, but it definitely by far was a good deal for a testing computer that I'm doing pretty much trashing. I haven't trashed it. I take good care of my stuff, but especially because this I got to use for all the other videos on my channel. But this pretty much is this graphics card is not the original graphics card the computer came with. It came with the $75 got me like a 1.25 gigabytes graphics card. This is a 660, and this is like a $10 at the yard sale. So, so I'm actually thinking I'm going to start off on the bottom and work from the power supply up, so I don't have to worry about doing that. So I'm going to put that right there for now, and just completely start over and work with the power supply or the hard drive in first. So let's get the hard drive in. I'm not too worried about hard drive, but I am worried about power supply. So let's see if I can grab this out. Now, one thing, if I didn't mention this already, I personally hate non-modulars with a passion, but as you can guess where that personally came from. So point is, this looks like this fan needs to have a little airflow. So it looks like we're going to be stuck with building it down like that. Now obviously I'm going to lift it up a little bit so it has airflow, but that's basically the point. Is the power supply is going to go there. And let me move this out of the way so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing before my power supply completely decides to disappear. So, see if I can move this out of the way. Okay, so power supply's got a good spot. I'm thinking about moving it up a little bit and then putting it in place. So let's see what we got here. So let's see if we can get this power supply down. I'm planning on actually going through and just putting it in place at the moment, and then we'll worry about that in a second. There we go. So that's the first bit. Let's get the back bit real quick. Get the back section. I might get another. I really should have had this stuff sorted prior to the video. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So there we go. Let me get another piece real quick, and then we'll just get the power supply locked in there, so I don't have to worry about power supply being one of my main issues at the moment. Okay, so that's what we got here, and then just put the power supply locked in place. Do you have any power of the? Can you have the power of the desktop with the size of a laptop? A Wi-Fi connection between the laptop and the PC, and use the PC for computing? Yes. So that would be what you'd call wireless remote desktop, or a I think it's called. That's what it's called. I think it's called remote desktop. But that's pretty much what that is you're referring to, I think, which is basically where you just use the desktop pretty much for the computing tasks, while you use the processor and such for or you use everything else for what you're not going for there. And I'm probably gonna end up moving that over a bit. Okay, and I'm gonna just trying to make sure everything lines up good, because I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna end up, you know what I mean, like I don't want to end up in the situation where, hey, I need to go through, and there you go. So just going through and lining up everything at the moment, because I'll go through and put some more support here, but this is basically still allows the airflow in from the bottom of the case, but we'll still have it. It's called remote desktop access, I believe. And that's what you're trying to go for there. So that's what you're going for. So there we go. Let's see. So let's see if we can go through now. I'm really gonna need something to drink. About 5 seconds. So just go through now and put that right there. So there we go. We've got the power supply set up in there. Let's go for it. So I'm just going to pretty much go through now. Hard drive can go sideways, which is good. I don't know exactly how I want to make the hard drive sit, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a smug fit either. So I don't know, because I would put something like there, but it doesn't fit properly. So I'm going to go see if I can go through and put it on the side. I'm just gonna casually work it up on the side. So I don't know if I have any 3 pieces or not. I don't have any really thin parts, do I? No. Ah, here we are. And that will definitely help a little bit. Okay, so I am just going to go through now and slowly start building the sides of the case, which is a good part. And just slowly start building up the sides of the case for aka your for the PC, I guess. Let's see real quick if I can start by just going about adding in the individual stuff so that way the side panel stays there, because I'm just going to use the small bricks right there. I use TeamViewer. That's it. That's good. I have that'd be a good thing to use. Okay, I'm really going to need to grab some water in about 5 seconds. So okay, so let's see if I can go through and grab that now. Putting that down there. Okay, so there we go. Getting that up here. Just gonna go through in here, and all I need to do is just get up high enough, get up high, I guess, enough to go through, and okay. See if I can just work around here real quick, because if I'm not paying attention, the oh boy, it's getting hot in here. That's what happens when I stream. It literally gets, computer literally bakes the room. Just streaming, or when it streams. It's just because of the processor, I guess. That's pretty much what it does. It bakes the room. Trying to figure out what I got over here. That's actually a good idea. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. There. So I'm just going to keep kind of going up the side here, putting the power supply in, but leaving the room on the front. We don't have to worry about it. You should do some graph paper or something, map this out prior to building. One of the biggest things for me is I am one of those people that just sits down and does stuff. I'm not really a planner that much. I've already got an idea in my head really well on like how I want to do stuff. It's just one of those things kind of about me that I am, I guess. So it's not, I mean, planning is just not my style. Usually that leads it, you know, doing a couple more twists and turns and stuff, but it ends up still working like a good something, I guess. Well, it depends on what you're making, but still usually ends up working without any issues. So I'm not worried about you know, it not working. This is gonna work. It's just how efficiently it works is what the big thing I'm trying to go at here. So start kind of wrapping this up real quick. So the big thing is just kind of wrap this up. Yes, this was probably not the best idea to start with using this thin bricks though. That's not planning, that's just execution. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So basically we're just going to have the nice little side panel set up there in a second as well. So I'm gonna, my goal is just basically to make this as sturdy as possible. You know that you can make a goo by putting styrofoam when actifoam hardens into really strong plastic. You could make a custom PC case doing that. Now that's actually a good idea as well. I never thought about doing that, but that's a really good idea. You could make like a, you have to make a mold or something, but I'm sure that would be a cheap way to make a case. If you were down on money or something, you could really go about doing that. Okay. Just trying to look for the stuff that I want. Okay. Just gonna put 2 of these here, and then put the rest that there. Well, actually, I don't want to put that there. Basically, just going through and figuring out exactly what I want, what to go where, and then put that there. And we're almost done with the side panel of the case real quick. Just making sure it's looking good, making sure we have no issues shot wise. Okay. here, and I had a couple pieces over this way. There we go. And then I've got some stuff over here. This is gonna pop off, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So then I have some stuff over here. And then we'll put that there. Or, yeah, I'll put that there for now. And then that will just leave us with a nice little, solid wall to put that down on. It's highly flammable. Oh, right, I didn't know that, but yeah. It's a really big it's like a big flammability issue. I forgot about that. Yeah, I might have to go run down and grab some water, but I want to get this done at least for the most bit, so that I don't have to necessarily worry about getting this part when I come back up. So basically, we're just gonna finish the last little bit of this wall area. So I'm thinking about trying to make it so that we use a lot of the natural. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Just gonna try using a lot of the natural, using like a lot of the stuff that we get. Basically, just use like the graphics card and stuff to support the case, and like do that. Basically, just use the natural supports and stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much that side right there. Well, it's only mold hard in certain conditions, and because there are many air bubbles in it. Yes, true. Because the thing is, you'd have to go through and like set it really well, and obviously I'm not super rich, and I'm not super resourceful or have the tools to do a lot of that stuff. So the goal is someday on the channel we'll go through and do that, but for right now we're just going to stick with doing the simple experiments that we can do, and the stuff that we can't, well, we'll just deal with when it comes around. So I'm gonna see if I can, how I can put this hard drive in here is the big question, because obviously it needs to be flat on the top to put the or it needs to be completely flat on the top to build the next part, but I'm not necessarily sure about the rest. So I'm just working through it, I guess. Best thing to say. Yep, just gonna slowly stick it out, and there you go. That's pretty much done on that bit. Okay, so secured. It's off the ground, so it's got room to flow and do its air stuff. I don't know why I just called it air stuff. That was a little interesting day for me. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. I'm gonna see if I can turn this around a little bit. That's what you're looking at right there. I'm gonna see if I can kind of build this up a little bit better. And then see if I can add a couple more bits of stuff on top of here. Okay, one, and then there we go. And then I have enough room now, if I really wanted to go through and try connecting them. I don't know if I want to go for that or not. I think we could try. I just don't know how much I want to. Yeah, we could go for it. We can do it. I need to figure out what I'm going to put on top. But see if I can put something underneath it so it doesn't look completely odd, I guess. Is that the word I'm looking for? There you go. So I'm going to find another bit of cables and such. To go through and put through there. Okay, and there we go. And I'm just gonna have to find a little piece to go on there. But that basically what that does is it leaves us enough space to go through. Use a vacuum chamber. Congrats on 300 subs. Thank you, fam. Oh, we're on 310. I didn't know that. I don't really keep track of the sub count anymore. It's not what I'm here for. If you've realized that by now, then kudos to you. And if not, then something you might want to look into. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like. Looks like it stops right about there. So
So there we go. It looks like yeah, it looks like that's about where it's going right now. Okay, so now that we've got that set up, let's move around to the next side of the case, where the hard drive is the next bit of our issue today. The thing about hard drives is they usually like to be stubborn. So, good news. Yeah, I'm going to have to go run out and grab some water because I'm getting to the point where it's getting pretty bad. But, there we go. So that's a little bit of the hard drive. I'm thinking right now, at this point, I'm probably going to end up just building around the hard drive and then probably building around the power supply and such, and then we'll probably leave it there. So, did I find the lost data cable? No, I ended up breaking it out of my new motherboard for my computer this Christmas. And that's what ended up happening. So, yeah. So I ended up costing me one of my data cables. That's what happens when you build a computer with your brother. Your brother's like, yo, you're gonna have to take one from yours because, you know, as if building it wasn't enough. Okay. But, really? Oh, okay. There we go. I thought something wasn't going to fit. I was about to get a little, I don't know, upstraught within the loop. Basically, I'm just going to go through, get the hard drive in there. Kind of safe in there, I guess. I actually might go get changed clothes. So I'm getting a little hot, and I'm actually going to get something to drink as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Do you think you have room for an SSD? Probably. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I'd be expecting an SSD, to be honest. In this, you could probably fit one. Okay, so I got something to drink, so that way I won't be coughing whole way. So now just to set to work, I'm building casing, pretty much something to house everything in. No really big concerns here. Just slow and tedious work. Just go through and just making sure everything's in there. Power supply, I'm planning on, unlike last time I had the motherboard sitting sideways, I had the motherboard sitting like vertically. I think this time I'm going to have it sitting how it should be, which is flat, and then that way I'll just go through and work on the top and use the natural look of the motherboard to do that as well. Okay, so did Amy get some water or some other fluid? Oh, I actually got soda. If you guys know what Fresca is, it's actually pretty good. It's like, I don't know how to put this. Fresca, I like it. It's like Sprite, but it's not Sprite. It's basically like one of those kind of drinks from Coca-Cola. I don't know. But that's what I got. So some of that downstairs. Let's see what I got here. Come on. I don't want to. I'm not breaking my nails today, so I'll just deal with that. So let's see what we got here. So yeah, I'm not breaking my nails, sadly. So if you were hoping for that, oh well. Okay, so looks like we've got airflow going. I'm actually going to leave airflow in the back as well. So that way you don't. I really don't want to have any overheating issues. Sounds like mineral water. Fresca is not mineral water. I promise you that. It's actually like a soda. So I'm just a slight bit sick, and I kind of like a sore throat. Just, I don't know, cold is in my chest, I guess. Best way to say it. And the worst part is it's like freezing outside, and I'm hot, which just shows how well my computer cooks the room. Especially when it's streaming. So let me guess, it's putting out hot in the back. Yeah, it's pretty toasty actually. So yeah, my heater isn't even on. So oh well. So just continue working. I'm gonna have to change clothes in about 5 seconds as well. So basically, half full or half empty. I don't know. It's actually pretty full. I don't know. Let's just here's the glass right here, guys. It's actually pretty full. Yeah, talking for a couple hours is difficult work. You didn't know that. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it's almost ready to go. I'm just slowly working up. Just pretty much slow and painful building this up, and then we'll have like I guess a platform to start. I might build like another, like, I don't know, set of tower. I might build like a tower over here to support it, maybe a tower over here to support it. But the big thing is I'm mostly concerned about is just making sure that everything looks good and stays together. Because, you know, you gotta get the view somehow, and that's how you gotta do it. When you're filling the cup, it's half full. If you're draining it, it's half empty. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so it was actually getting pretty heavy too. So yeah, this is just your favorite part of slowly going through and filling and putting bricks in, pretty much. That's the only thing. This is like, I mean, Legos are nice, but it just takes forever to assemble what you're looking for. Okay, I don't know, it's not gonna give me anything. Just looking for some extra pieces to go about putting in there. Okay, so pretty much just going through with the hard drive. I don't remember what this one is. I think this is like a 650 or something. What Fresca? What? That's what Fresca is. Also methyl and peach citrus and black cherry citrus, which is also caffeine free. Yeah, that's a nice definition there, my man. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so pretty much let's go back to slow and painful, slow progress, I guess. And my light is starting to flicker out, so I might need a new battery. And I don't feel like going downstairs to get another battery, so I'm just gonna see what I can find over here. I got some lighting. I found some of the old lighting I had. I'm getting hopefully some new lighting for Christmas, just because that will be good. I'm hoping this Lego video will do good like the last one. It got like something like 1,000 views on it. That's good. I like it when other people see my content. That's what I really do it for, just the audience and doing something, knowing that I'm doing something cool, I guess, is the main thing. But let's see what we got up there. So Gatcast. The other thing is I'm gonna say is if you're having a lot of issues, might want to just make another account and set up everything on there, and then we can always just give you all your permissions on that account. Because like everybody was like coming to me like, you know, if Gas doesn't come on a week, then you know I might be interested in being like manager and something. I was like, I don't know if I even feel comfortable having another manager for the Discord server. I mean, but anyway, so yeah, one thing I did notice though is Dev really stepped up when you weren't there to manage the server. Like Dev did a really good job stepping up. Like I just noticed that when he basically just stepped up really well, and I thought it was like, I don't know if he was trying to get to the manager or something, but I do think he is next in line whenever you feel like that's not what you want to do anymore. Because I just saw the amount of responsibility I saw him, you know, that was just something I saw. So I just wanted to point that out and let you know about that, so you can maybe talk to him about it and just thank him. Okay, so I am going to go through and see what I can do. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna go see, because now that we've got everything up here, let me see if I can. I'll just get everything working real quick. I don't know if I'm necessarily more worried about that or making sure that, you know, everything's safe up here. Okay, so how you doing? I'm planning on doing it, making him next online. I honestly didn't know where you went. And I was like, I had people coming to me, they're like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I don't know where he was at. So I figured it was very unlike you to just disappear. So I was I was not, you know, jumping on the gun to go put someone else online. Trust me, that's the last thing I want, because I gotta watch somebody for 3 days, or watch somebody for a bit to make sure they're not trying anything. So there we go. So that's what we're looking at right there. It's the bottom of the case, or at least the power supply hard drive's in there. I might put the wiring for the hard drive in there, maybe. Okay, I need to put this up here. So the ideal goal is to have this somewhere up here, like that, pretty much. So that's the ideal goal, and however close we get to that, pretty much. So I'm gonna get something to drink, but that's pretty much what the ideal goal is. We'll build around that, keeping the general vicinity pretty small. VPN and an alt. I can't even log on with a VPN and an alt. I must have been reported or something. You're perm banned from all of Discord. I don't think if you're logging on with a VPN, I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's something they would have done. And that would be my mother getting home with my brother from his lovely date with his girlfriend. Middle school, that's all I gotta say. I got 2 more years and I'm out for college, so that will be interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think that's actually a good height, and I'm not too concerned about that. I just don't know where. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, to be honest with you, I would leave it at that and call it a day, but we can't do that. So I've got to build some supports in the back. So I'm gonna work on building some supports back here with just figuring out how I wanna just power up some spots or something. I don't know. That's what we got here. So let's see what we got here. So just gonna slowly go about and add, like, I'm thinking about adding one over here, just building like a tower real quick, just to add some support to the motherboard, because I don't want it to flop around or something. And the other thing is, it would be kind of cool if we could start going through and actually turning this into like a, something that you could actually use, like, I don't know, something that would fit in the Lego set, or in with some Lego sets is the other thing. I'm gonna put this over there, so I can put the little bricks right there on top of each other, and I'm probably gonna end up putting one of these over there as well when I get up there. Other thing, I saw them sitting together at school. No, because I tried to PC problem. Oh, I saw them sitting together at school. Oh yeah, I know. That's just I don't know. That's just the typical middle school romance. I don't know though. The typical middle school romance does not last for god awful amount of time, so I don't know. I don't specifically know that I remember a middle school relationship lasting, I don't know, something like 6 months. I think the most I ever saw or remember was like 6 months was what I remember, and that was it for relationships. So I don't particularly remember seeing anybody or remembering anybody that had a relationship longer than that in middle school, but that was a while ago. I am saying that, but still, that was still a while ago, and I don't know. So let's see what we got here. Just going through and connecting the pieces, I guess. Just trying to make it a little bit more sturdy, if you know what I mean, like just putting stuff together. Even that. Oh boy, what is this? My brother? My mother? Let's see, which one is? Oh, it's the mother. Okay, well, let's see. Anyway, let's see if I can. Ooh. So now we turn on the. Okay, I don't know. Did you hear me? Okay, we're good. We're good. Hashtag Avian Mom. It doesn't change from doing Avian. Literally, it doesn't change from doing that to from doing YouTube on the Avian channel to doing YouTube on this channel. It really doesn't change. So, I mean, if you're surprised by the fact that my mother still comes in here to harass me, I got news for you. Now, the worst part is when people come in here like, yo, you still live with your mom? And I'm like, yeah, I'm in high school. How you doing? And most people don't know that. So, yeah. So, I'm just trying to get a little bit of support in there. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to support this. And then I got to get like a tower of one back here. And then we'll have enough towers. Act audio, Void Air 11. Yep, yeah, I know, it's my mama. But yeah. How we doing on, let's see. But yeah, there we go. So, pretty much going through now. And, just working on slowly going about this. I might post, I'm probably gonna have to post these streams, to be honest. I'm thinking about posting the streams. So that way, they're just there if anybody wants them. Or watch them. That's probably something best for people. Okay, I'm just trying to keep track of what's over here so I can work on just adding. Basically, what I'm just doing is just building support for the motherboard. Because after that, there's not really nothing. It's just support pretty much for all the way up. So Okay, I think we're good there. And put something, put that there. And I'm just slowly going about fixing this up. Okay, let's move this over one because I don't want to deal with that. Just slowly building the different parts of this, and I probably can even get away with putting that there as well. Well, maybe not. Oof, there we go. And now I've got even a more secure kind of base plate, I guess. This oh, why do people always say you're living with mom? 25 is 25 living with mom. Living with mom, dad, no, both. They're not divorced. You know, you may not want to do this, but I feel like you should stream more Minecraft again, like the old times, like Mineplex or other servers. The problem with my, you know, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm a little too busy or preoccupied with school at the moment, even if I wanted to. Like, if you haven't noticed, like, I've literally been busy with school in general. Like, next semester will probably be much better, just by looking at it, because it's the way that I got my schedule. I'm looking out that I only have, because right now I have pre-calc, and pre-calculus is, teacher is cool dude. I have no issue with the teacher, it's just the class is whooping my literal butt. So, that's the best thing I can tell you. That's pretty much what's going on. And I have no idea how I'm going to fit anything in here. So, yeah. Winter vacation is, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to choose to do. Or what I might do. I don't even know if I'm really, I play Minecraft very little, if at all. Mostly on the survival, like a little SMP that I have with a bunch of like buddies, and that's about it. It literally stops there. So I mean, I haven't even gotten the urge to stream on Mineplex recently, so, and I'm not really up for that as much as you would go for or call for, I guess. But let me see if I can slightly adjust this. Just just kind of casually going through and fixing a couple things here and there. There we go. And that's a secure kind of platform for the motherboard to go on. Yeah, it's 10:13, a couple more days left, I don't know. Let's see what we got here now, shall we? Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. Yeah, I don't have enough room, I don't think, to, or enough. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. I don't even have enough blocks to do that, pretty much. If I was making this out of the red, I'd have a little bit more freedom on what I chose to do. But, yeah. It's like not a lot of space. I think we should stream on Mineplex server like old times. Yeah, I don't know exactly if I would do that or not. I'm not sure. It's just the problem is, the biggest issue with me is just I don't have the time. So over break maybe. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this one corner, because this one corner is being a pain. Like, I don't even know what to do with this one corner. I might just make it like that and then put the another brick on or something. Because I don't know, like, literally there's not a lot of space to, like, big thing is this just goes there and then you can put the motherboard on top, and that's pretty much, you've got a computer working there. So that's just thinking. I'm gonna probably head off for bed. I've actually got to go to bed. It was late. At least for me, because I was up early this morning. But I'm going to head out. Yeah, I'm drinking water. I got stuff to drink. But this video, I'll finish it up. Yeah, weekends, dude. You don't understand the level of like work I've got in the classes. Like, I sometimes I spend like, I don't know, all weekend on homework because it's the classes I've got. So I mean, I mean, with all the work and stuff, I literally have not even, like, you think you understand like what the concept of having extra time is. Like, it's not even funny. Yeah, Cass, before I get off, I'm actually going to go through and message everybody, telling them what's up. But I just wanted to say, man, thank you for hopping here. I'm actually going to pass the info around to staff real quick. Yeah, Dev's going about doing his work. I'm just going to post everyone, Gap Cast is locked out of his account and just informed me he thinks he got from Discord and did not abandon the server. Okay. If you could hit me up with a dev for Discord, so I can send him to Gap to help him, that would be great. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm gonna head off. So next semester I should stream more. Yeah, I'll be streaming. I'll be focusing on this channel though, because I'm gonna have a lot of whatever my camera or the camera remote. But yeah, next semester I'll have a lot more time to go through and work on that pretty much. So that's the ideal plan, is to go through and work. I'll be streaming a lot more and such. Man, it was nice chilling with you dudes. I'm already talking with Dev to tell them to think others. Oh. Well. I'll edit it. I'll see you guys. I'll have the whole video of me actually finishing this. Finishing this thing up on the channel. If you missed the next part of the stream tomorrow morning, is the plan to do the next part of the stream tomorrow morning. We'll see where we get. But it does look like that we've got at least a little bit of room. I might add some glass panels on the side or do something like that, but it's pretty much the general idea. I'm probably going to build the top red and all that stuff. But thank you all for tuning here and watching, and we'll see you guys next time. I know, they're really nice socks.